So, hello, I'm George Mitri, co-founder and CEO of 2DaLoop, and we are the future of e-waste compliance and data intelligence. Electronic waste has become something we can no longer ignore. Over 91 billion in raw material is in circulation globally. That number continues to grow exponentially. Within the US, we alone decommission over 400 million electronic assets year over year. To add to this problem, in the past 5 to 7 years, over 30,000 organizations have added a hardware integration into what was once a mechanical or manual product offering. This forced organizations to expend over 4,000 hours, or the equivalent of 2 full-time employees, essentially 200,000 in salaries alone, to collect data from various fragmented systems. Fortune 1000 companies, they expend up to 1.5 million in additional support when it comes to product development and compliance needs. This driving factor behind these major expenses is growing regulatory complexity. Organizations being supported by these fragmented and disconnected systems, leading to manual compliance reporting at the start. So there really has to be a better way to connect your upstream OEMs or original equipment manufacturers and their downstream recycling partners. And that's exactly where 2DaLoop comes in. An initial offering being automated compliance as a service. This allows us to connect to the OEMs before their products hit the back-end supply chain, specifically allowing us to provide data at the convergence of essentially your compliance, repair, reuse, and recovery. Through our Unity engine, we can complement product development and compliance teams, instigating organizational growth and material resilience. Our solution provides a clear path for all OEM products based on a user's geolocation. Our lightweight API saves over 4,000 hours in data collection, allowing us to initially automate about 50% of the compliance reporting needs, saving about 50,000 per day per incident. We've already filed IP related to our process and our data architecture and intelligence model, and started building our brand identity within this very underrepresented, essentially, ecosystem as a neutral infrastructure provider. There are various discussions, and through them, we've already secured various data pilots, and through our API approach, every connection adds value to our entire supply chain. Through these embedded partnerships, we have further expanded our outreach to about 1,800 organizations now, and we're actually pending development with Georgia Pacific and LG Nova. Because of the growing regulatory pressure we're seeing and this global material resilience need, we're left at a turning point, one that we can no longer ignore. For some global OEMs and service providers, this racks up costs in the millions. This has created a $230 billion global market. Our specific focus, $3.5 billion opportunity with OEMs that have e-waste stewardship activities. To capitalize on that market, we've structured our development approach, starting with light enterprise-grade hardware, low component counts, specifically around longer life cycles and standardized compliance needs. From there, we can scale to those more complex, larger enterprise-level components, consumer-grade, and at some point, potentially autonomous mobility. This approach allows us to split our offering into 3 major categories across growth, starter, and enterprise based on the compliance and product supply chain needs. This structure has created what we're projecting $169 million in revenue by 2030, with our objective of capturing 25% of our direct OEM customers and 35% of their electronic waste recycling base. Our competitors, there are direct collaborators in this case. Regulatory bodies, PROs, fuel our expanding development, allowing us to complement our product development and external and internal compliance teams. The team bringing this to life, over 35 years of combined experience across R&D, autonomous workflow, and cybersecurity. Plus, our advisors come from the government space all the way down to our direct customers and collaborators. We are kicking off a $1.2 million pre-seed to build the rest of the team, further develop our product system and architecture, and fuel our business development needs. What I'd love is to connect with strategic investors, compliance champions, and policymakers. Again, I'm George Mitri. We're 2DaLoop. So what does the future of electronic waste look like?